Storm.
Welcome back to P-Storm. We are playing Danganronpa 2, and when we last left off, we got one hell of a lead on who might have killed Mahiru. So let's find out. I know who it is. But do you know? Let's see. Must be that person. Peko, is it you? Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer. Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer? I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming. If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to dry fully. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story. Don't just stay silent, say something. Hold on, you bastard. You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming. No one even saw her swimming. No, I saw her. Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So, there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house. Hold on, so that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier? It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time. You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that. Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's the killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house. Now that you mention it, you're right. The roadside door was blocked. If it's impossible to leave from the beach side without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape? Why are you all fired up, Fuyiko? You're not the suspect, Peko is. Who cares about that? Answer me. If you have an explanation, then show me what you got. We might have an answer. Huh? Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable. Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery. I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house. First, let's establish how the killer escaped. The killer's escape route. I might know what that is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it. But what if, for instance, she got help from someone? She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind. Is it possible that an object was used? A rope, for instance? And what happened to the rope after they used it? Don't say something stupid like they threw it outside. Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule. Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules. You see, there's no way they'd be able to escape from that window. No. They'd just have to use an object. Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object. You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where could she have even hidden such an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours. No, please don't be so violent! Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Shit. Okay, B. Let's start with a B. Maybe it does. Oh, it does. Cool. Whoa. A lot of S's, so I'm going to assume the second word is sword. Bamboo sword. Woohoo! Penko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then, too. Despite the fact you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword. Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window? Yeah. Pekko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window. A sword as a step stool? You see, I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell you? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool. Wow, just like a Japanese ninja. Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan. Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Pekko could easily use it to climb. Well, Pekko, do you have anything to say? Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. Look, I know what this says, you know what this says, but the algorithm might not know what it says. That's why I made that joke last time, and we'll be skipping it this time. Moving on. Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass. Fuyuhiko, why do you even care? Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me. If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me. If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind. Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you... Let's go. Bamboo sword bag. Whew. If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she's tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword. I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. You just back off.
Is this true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on, you're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard? It's fine. Huh? I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely. Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes. Agreed. Hurry up and vote. Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first. Can it wait until after the voting? This is important and relates to the voting. It's Peko's motive. My motive? In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then why did you kill Mahiru? So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice. I knew it. She's sparkling justice. Huh? Justice? In order to protect the justice of this world. Huh? I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There's only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice. What are you saying? Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun, and the enduring moon, the protective father, and the smiling mother. Hello, Earth to Peko. If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that. It's fine. Just stop it. Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads. I'm telling you to stop it. So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. Could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines the night sky. That would be me, sparkling justice. Now then, let's execute justice. Ha ha! What the fuck? Peko, what are you doing? I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice. What's going on? What's this chill? Peko finally snapped. Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh? An ally of justice, so that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same. Ugh! I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy. What the heck is this? Peko is the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey, now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look, it's the killer. This again? Huh? Sleep talking?
So, what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru? This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game, am I right? And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat. Then the reason you killed Mahiru was... to protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I must become its merciless sword. And execute it justice. Holy crap, she's such a stereotypical psychopath.
She's so gross.
Peko, is this your true identity? My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice. Yeah. I don't even know what that face is supposed to represent. I can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer. In the end, there's no mistaking that it was Peko all along. Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this. Alright. Time for the closing argument. On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... Okay, so we see Mahiru meeting up with Hiyoko, and she tells her something. I don't think I have that piece, though. So somebody was listening in, and then got an idea. A wonderful idea. A wonderful, awful idea. Okay, so Hiyoko comes in to the beach house, and then she gets chloroformed. Killer hides her in the closet. And then... They hide in the surfboard case. And then the killer uses their bamboo sword. Alright, time to go back. Okay, there's the first one. Alright, so then the killer left their mask behind. Yes, there we go. feel like I'm doing unusually good in this trial. I've only looked at the walkthrough twice, I swear. And once it was because I did exactly the right thing, but it didn't work for some reason. Okay, so then the killer puts the letters in the mailboxes. And just goes boop. And when Hiyoko comes running out of the beach house, she left her footprints. Alright, here comes the last stock. Okay, so the killer used the water bottles to wash themselves off. Hiyoko wakes up, and that's how it happened. The incident began this morning, when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as a motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange, the killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., and just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, and she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off of their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, then used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? Is that the truth behind the incident? Or that's the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama? I see. And what of it? She's like totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru?
Wrong. I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well. What are you saying? To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives. Are you serious? It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice. Ugh. Give me a break. Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed.
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that... Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake. He finally woke up! I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Black End? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement.
Well, goddamn, I liked Pecco. Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion. Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over? Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange. Huh? Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer. That is true, however... As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really sparkling justice, am I right? Huh? Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most. That makes her an enthusiast. Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean... There's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Pecco, right? A distinct difference? You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco. Nationality? That's right. According to what Sonia said... If she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right? Or Japanese or whatever. Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both... From Spain? What? That face reminds me of Ash from The End Is Nigh. I'm not playing The End of Nigh on the show. The End Is Nigh on the show. You can't make me. All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so, Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible. Or if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish? Would you be able to do that? And she just fucking busts out it. It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full. Huh, looks like she's back to normal? That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have. What do you mean, fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at? Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means. Huh? Hey, be clearer. We're asking you what your purpose was. I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool. Tool? What do you mean? She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then. Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own. I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along. What do you mean? I mean, besides Pecco and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house. Someone else? There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it. Proof that there was more than one person at the scene of the crime. The body discovery announcement. Yeah, if it's 3 people, not including the killer, and yeah, someone else had to have been there with her. Are you talking about the body discovery announcement? Yep, that's right. I mean, did Monokuma say so earlier? That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but... I see. That leaves us 1 person short. So that means there was 1 more person in the beach house. Plus the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. It's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial, like an accomplice, for example. No, that's not it. Huh? Am I wrong? Yes. From your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person. Huh? Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anyone else here, right? Fuyuhiko, he was denied his revenge. Is it Fuyuhiko? I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident. But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive? No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too. What's wrong with that? Isn't the murder case in Twilight Syndrome proof since it's based on actual events? I think I know what he's talking about. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm if it didn't confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize... It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize, it was you, wasn't it? If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you would have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it. Hey, why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Because Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted! That's why I told you, you're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill, not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders. Hey, what's going on? Can someone give me a simpler explanation? It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kazuryu. What? What the hell? I see. That's what you're aiming for all along. No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start. Young master? That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you all realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote. That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect. In that case, the person who gets to live is... just me? That's nuts. No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane. How would Pecco be a tool in the first place? Pecco's a legitimate human being. That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides. What the hell? Well, shit.
I'm gonna bind. What a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi was... hold on a sec.
Or, hold on a sec.
Okay, I'll wait. So sorry. I'm just hesitating.
There's no reason to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why? Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool, you're a friggin' human being. If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. And if that's what you're saying, you're wrong. Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools? What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends, then? No, it's completely different from that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in. They gave me a reason to exist. I'm to fulfill my duty as my young master's property. Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as a shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duties until the very end. But that is... you're wrong. You're not a tool, Pecco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together? Nothing. Huh? I was ordered by my young master to behave just as I was ordered to. Interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do. That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean? Yeah. It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household. No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't... then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was... Fuyuhiko? It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs. Damn it! I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos? And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her. Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it.
You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. I think this is new dialogue. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone. Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others. You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me. If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how. That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. Famous last words. She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right? By calling both of them to the beach house, you're able to pin the blame on Hiyoko. Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right? And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. So that's why you killed Mahiru with the bat. But still, I believed her up until the very last minute that game was just a work of non-fiction, or a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch. Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E? Hey, I don't want to hear about that. The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but you shouldn't have killed that girl. Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game? You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse not to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I had hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru. Huh? Young master, I am finished. Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all. Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other.
So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet.
Afterwards, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story. You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer. Hold on. Don't act like our loss has been decided yet. No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer.
Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on. I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope, then? On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him. You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway. So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think? About what? Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your hope? Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that? Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right? Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will? Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko? I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. Young master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but... You didn't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell them the truth. Young master, if you're the one who ordered me, I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say. Young master, I am finished. You, what the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's gonna happen after you kill someone? I did it because I know. There's no way I can let that happen to you. Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? A professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run, got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away. Young master, that is impossible. Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me. There's no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool, a tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose. God damn it! We are done with that crap! Why don't you listen to what I'm saying? Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough. Then why did you... I have a plan. Huh? A plan? Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home. You idiot! What do you intend to do? I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please go. Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry. Damn it! You better run away, got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kazuryu clan. You better escape. So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth. I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all. Young master! Because that's actually what I have to do to survive. I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I didn't want a tool given to me the way the Kazuryu clan. Young master.
Oh my, so this is how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed. Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You're just having fun, huh?
Man, even if it was just an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try and influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with the heart, is the killer.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this. Huh? Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that. Then why? Even so, I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you. Peko. I am terribly sorry I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master. And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again. Of course.
Peko.
That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already? Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool. But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko, please permit me to make one final selfish request. Didn't I tell you not to call me Young Master? I want you to remember the tool Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep I don't need any tools. You did say that.
Then let's begin. The punishment time is brimming with despair.
Jeez, why don't you get it yet?
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama.
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
I've prepared a special punishment for you.
I never needed a sword or a shield. I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got.
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you. Young master. Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together, ever since we were kids.
Let's go. It's punishment time.
Please, Peko. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me. Young master? Young master? Well, fuck. Samir, is this like low res? Ultimate Swordswoman's the one-woman army. Oh shit. Is this the first time an execution has, like, given the culprit a fighting chance? I mean, we all know how it's gonna end, but... Whoa! This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko? This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard! What is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Hapeko! Fuyuhiko! For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. Wait, so that was the real Fuyuhiko. So wow. See, last chapter I predicted a double execution. I was one chapter early to call that. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable. You're still talking about that? What the hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed? I am pissed. And I even feel sad and hopeless. But still, it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth.
Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him.
I don't really understand what you're saying. Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't be even a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know?
Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone, Fuyuhiko is still alive.
Are you serious? Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay? Do something! Hey, you need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying. But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out. His pulse, it's getting weaker.
Can't you do anything about it? God dang it!
Well, serves him right. Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? Is that why? That's why you ended up like that. What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him. Huh? A surprise order? Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum? It's your duty to save him. Duty? 'Cause it's written in the school trip rules.
Oh.
If only the Blacken gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no choice. Well, there's no way I can violate a rule even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him.
Really?
Heh, I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Huh? Prepared?
And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance? Just leave it to the rest, or just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood. Dr. Killgood? You've already killed your patients. We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation. Stat! So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight.
Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way. It's gonna be fine. It's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait.
Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know.
However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not have to... we will not be able to advance forward. Oh, please excuse me. There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness. I guess things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him isn't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast, dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Oh shit, what's happening now?
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Danganronpa. The Black Dragon Blade. Oh, my throat. No one's here, right? Man, I can totally see it now, those idiots. I can't wait to see the surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. Morning, huh? In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving himself in Pekko's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened. But that worry ends here. There's no way I can just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right, just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question Monokuma afterward. I'm definitely gonna find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not. But we'll worry about that next episode. If you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. We'll see you next chapter. Chapter 3. Bing bada boom.
Danganronpa.